light and darkness crisscross. It got my crew pissed off. It's like my wrist off. I'm writing rhymes till time hits for my mind is a pure menace.
What's good, YouTube? Your boy Grave here, and today we're gonna do a Grave opinion piece on Dragon Ball Super, specifically episode 115, but also we're gonna talk about complete outrage, I guess is the way to go about it. I mean, not everyone is outraged, but there is a good portion of the community for Dragon Ball Super that is upset about recent developments, especially involving Kefla and Goku. I feel like people are really trying to find a way to make sense of all the new developments coming from the last 2 weeks. And again, this is not me trying to persuade anyone that has issues with what's happening in Dragon Ball Super, but this is a new series where I'm going to just be giving my opinion on what's going on for my favorite anime series right now. So, anime series. My favorite anime right now is My Hero Academia, which I think I will start making a lot of videos about My Hero, just because I feel like it is the best anime right now, and instantly one of my favorites. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. We're here to talk about Dragon Ball Super. We're here to talk about Kefla. We're here to talk about Ultra Instinct Goku. Now, just real quick to get it out of the way, I thought the episode was fire. I mean, I thought last week's episode was fire. I thought that Goku vs. Jiren was fire. So far for me, besides everything that happens with Ribrianne on screen, I've been loving Tournament of Power. I think that as Dragon Ball fans, we try to make sense of the power scaling in this show, and that shit's out the window. Like, we should just completely give up on trying to figure out actual power scaling for these characters. But I think that Dragon Ball Super, in a subtle way, is trying to get across to you what being a Saiyan really is, and what fusion means for two people that are compatible and want to fuse or want to fight together, want to be allies, or are willing to be allies. There was a line in the episode where Beerus and Supreme Kai were talking about Android 17 and 18's compatibility when it comes to using Potara. Now, that triggered me a little bit. It tipped off something in my head where I was like, it makes sense. Like, Goku and Vegeta are only compatible, and as far as their power levels are compatible, but they always begrudgingly fuse. They never really truly want to fuse together. And because of that, I think that their actual power, even though it is exponentially great, we know how strong Vegito is, we know how strong Gogeta is, but because they don't want to fuse, they technically don't really reach their full potential in fusion. And I think that may be the reason why, even though they gave us the explanation that the reason why Vegito Blue could not sustain his fusion was because there was too much power. I also think it has to do with the fact that Goku and Vegeta, they do not, like, they are allies, they understand they're allies, but they would much rather prefer 1v1 or tagging in and out than to fight together side by side, and that lowers their compatibility in fusion. Now, when we bring that to Kefla, Kale and Caulifla, that's a completely different story. they're best friends, maybe lovers in that little weird Japanese way. Like, you know, Kale clearly has admiration for Kalifo. That's completely different than, you know, you would have admiration for a friend or a mentor. And that brings that compatibility to the surface. On top of their Saiyan blood, on top of their Saiyan instinct, their power is almost infinite. Now, you can say I'm reaching, you can say that I'm trying to cover or make excuses for the writers and the heads of Dragon Ball Super, but I don't think that's the case. I really think that they are doing what they believe the fans want, besides Ribrianne. We all heard it. Everybody hates Ribrianne. Like, she needs to get the fuck out. We all know that. Ribrianne's trash. But I think that they are really trying to give us what we want in Dragon Ball. We want crazy fights. We want huge potential. We want massive beams. We want crazy fucking outcomes. We want all that. And that's what they're giving us right now. Now, I understand there's some people that may not want that. There's some people that want more substance to the story. They want more overall cohesion when it comes to plot. But I mean, let's be honest, people. Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, all the Dragon Ball movies, there really isn't a lot of consistency. Okay? There's not. Now, I understand that we've watched Goku and Vegeta on this journey from day one, and these two new Saiyan bitches come in, and they're already on par. But you gotta understand that we, as fans, are projecting. You know what I mean? We're projecting our own expectations onto them, while they're just trying to provide us with something that's great to watch. And for me, personally, I am loving every fucking second of it. Like, Vegeta can't even focus on fighting Topo because he's like, holy shit, their power is insane, and Kakarot is having issues. Like, he couldn't even focus. You know what I mean? And even Jiren is meditating, but he is tuned in. He is tapped in. He's like, there's somebody else on the battlefield that might be a problem. And he understands that as well. Because, I'm sorry, but Kefla, like, the way it goes right now is that the three strongest is Jiren, Kefla, Goku. Now, who is the strongest and all that, we don't know. I honestly believe that, obviously, Jiren is the strongest, then Goku, Ultra Instinct, then Kefla. But what's wrong with that? I mean, these two additions, these two Saiyans are fucking awesome. Like, I love their characters. I love Kefla. And I really think that after the Tournament of Power, we could have something really awesome where we have the Saiyans from Universe 6 and the Saiyans from Universe 7 really coming together, and maybe, you know, they can have their own arc where maybe there's a greater threat in Universe 6 that we didn't know about that no one can beat, and we need Universe 7 to come help out. Like, shit like that, yeah, on surface level isn't the deepest, it's not the deepest, most craziest shit, but it's fun to watch. And listen, again, like I said in the beginning, I'm not trying to say you're dumb or you're fucking an idiot for not liking Super, or you have valid complaints, and if you have an issue with what's going on in Super, that is all good. I'm just simply grave sitting here trying to tell you how I feel about it, and the way I'm looking at it is I am ready for episode 116. Like, let's predict. I think that in episode 116, Ultra Instinct, while Kefla will put up a decent fight, he's gonna wax her. Like, Ultra Instinct is about to catch a body. And let's think about it even further. This is the second time he entered the mode. We know that from previous experience, once Goku's body tastes a power, it becomes acclimated, and it's almost like it adapts to it instantly. And that's a problem for Jiren. Ultra Instinct, once Goku is able to master Ultra Instinct, which I believe will happen in this tournament, which is again something that people will have contention with, because it's like, why are we going a million miles a minute? But we gotta let them guide us through the journey. We are not the ones creating it, so we gotta let them guide us through the journey. And right now, the journey that I am on, I am having a shit ton of fun. It's exciting. The battles are sick. The animation is sick, and it literally feels like Dragon Ball Z again. Like, and I am 100% okay with that. So yeah, that's my opinion, you guys. That's my opinion on Kefla, on Ultra Instinct Goku, on Kefla being able to push Goku to Ultra Instinct. I mean, they just, even Whis, Beerus, like, they're all noticing that, like, holy shit, these two chicks are nothing to fuck with. They're nothing to shake a stick at. And Cabba's over there sitting on the sideline for a reason. He trash. Like, the fighting instinct of Caulifla and the pure raw brute strength of Kale are giving Goku serious trouble. And I will just reiterate again before the end, because of their compatibility, because of their love for one another. You can take that however you want. I'm not saying, you know, they're lovers, but that's what I think. But obviously they love each other. Because of that, it, coupled with their Saiyan DNA, they are a problem. And if we could see Goku and Vegeta get to that level of camaraderie, because they clearly look at each other as equals and as rivals, and they are friends, but there is an animosity between them that has always been there, and that lowers their fusion power significantly while it raises Caulifla and Kale's. And what more explanation do we need? Like, do we really need 20 episodes of backstory about Caulifla and Kale for us to understand that they are the two baddest Saiyans in Universe 6 and possibly the two strongest warriors in Universe 6? Now, we all know Hit is strong as fuck, but once they taste God Ki and they taste Super Saiyan Blue, the sky is the limit, and Hit's gonna have to take a back seat, and there's nothing wrong with that. Hit is powerful as fuck, but these two chicks right here, Caulifla and Kale, they're a fucking beast, and we need to start treating them as such. We need to stop acting. Now, again, when I say we, I'm not talking about all you. I'm just talking about me and anyone that is rocking with what I'm saying or feels the same way I do. Like, we need to start speaking up and letting people, you know our side of it, and feeling like, hey, yeah, if you have a problem with this, 100% valid. But let's, let us take the journey together, my friends. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, everything that I laid out, how y'all feeling about it, you're gonna let me know down in the comments, bro. Just, hit me up. And for all the things fucking anime, gaming, and whatever the fuck else I feel like making a video about, you can find me here on Grave TV for more. And I appreciate y'all fucking with me if you got to the end. Like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Beyond the Grave. And yeah, let's have some fun, guys. Try to keep it civil in the comments. If we do start getting a lot of comments, keep it civil. We don't need to be fucking out here trying to be at each other's throats. And yeah, I'll be back with more. We're gonna talk about a whole bunch more here on Grave TV. But until next time, I fuck with you. If you fuck with me, I appreciate it. Graves out. Have a good one. Peace.